Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Welsknight's Realm. And in today's episode, we are going to be doing a bit more work on the Hall of Patrons, which we've been working on for the last couple of episodes. This has been kind of a big project, but it is a very important one. And today, honestly, today's probably going to be a little bit more of a talky episode because a lot of the work that I need to do is just kind of filling things in. Like this floor, for example, which this is certainly not the final floor design. This is just going to be kind of a filler floor for the minute, but we'll fill it in later, and we'll come up with some fancy, more intricate design that will look a million times better once we're all done. But for now, I just want to get a floor in here so that it's a flat surface to work with. But I do have a lot of things that I want to talk about. For example, today is the first day of 2016, which is pretty cool. I can't believe it's already been a whole year. Man, time flies, I'll tell you. I started YouTube in September of 2014, and I cannot, and this was 2015 was the first full year that I had spent on YouTube. And what a year it has been, my friends. Holy cow, I never thought, I certainly never thought this time last year that by the end of the year I'd be sitting, we have come so far. Holy cow, 20,000 in basically a year. That's insane. That's almost unheard of, short of some sort of like viral video or something. Like, I can't even wrap my head around that many people. That's just incredible. And 2016 is going to be a great year as well. I have a lot of cool things planned. I do have some real life stuff that is really going to occupy up a lot of my time, but I am hoping to be able to still do 2 videos a day this entire year. And maybe even get into more regular live streams than what I've been doing over the last year or so. So if you're not following me on Twitch, you should probably be doing that if you are interested in seeing live streams, because that is where I will be streaming, at least until YouTube Gaming implements some pretty significant changes to their website to help them kind of catch up with Twitch. I don't know if you guys are following the differences there, but suffice it to say, YouTube Gaming has a long way to go before it is as functional, I guess would be the best way to put it, as Twitch. There's just a lot of things about the YouTube Gaming website that I really don't care for. So for now, Twitch will be my home when I do stream, and I have to admit, I did not get the opportunity to stream nearly as much over the last 6 months or so as I would have liked, mostly because of military stuff kind of taken up a very, very significant portion of my time. But, these things, they do happen. I need my chest. Where be chest? Chests. There we go. Let's just put that, like, right here for the moment. We'll dump all of this junk in there. I don't know why I have nether brick. Why do I have nether brick just sitting there? That's so weird. Anyway, so yeah, 2016, lots of good stuff coming. I have a few goals for 2016 that I want to talk about, and I kind of want to get your thoughts on some of them. So as you guys know, this channel, my channel, is very much a Minecraft-focused channel right now. And I'm not saying that I want to get rid of Minecraft. I will always have Minecraft on my channel. That is never going to change. I love the game. There's a whole, like, creative, artistic type element to Minecraft that I have never found in any other game that I've ever played, and because of that, that's what keeps me interested in Minecraft, is the fact that I can build, well, stuff like this. So Minecraft is not going anywhere. Don't worry about that. But one of my goals for 2016 is to add a bit more variety to the channel as far as other games. I still want to do Minecraft, and I still want to do modded Minecraft and all that kind of stuff. But I also want to branch out a little bit and maybe play some more indie games that I haven't. I did a little bit of it in 2015, but not nearly as much as I would have liked to, mostly just because of issues involving scheduling and real-life obligations and things like that. But it's definitely something that I want to do more of. So I think this year, in 2016, I think you are going to see a lot more variety on the channel as far as other games go. I might pick up Ark again. I might not. I haven't really decided. I know I was one of the first people actually to play Ark, kind of before its initial explosion. I was one of the ones who played it on the very first day it came out, and it was a buggy, horrendous, technically difficult mess, and I got so frustrated with it that I just kind of quit and never picked it back up again. And it has improved greatly from when I left it off, and I'm friends with some people who have Ark servers and things like that, and I think it would be kind of cool to get back into that. Also looking at a bunch of other indie games, and just, variety in general. I think it would be really good to have variety because, honestly, the horrible thing, how do I explain this? I don't want to put my channel in a position where I am completely and totally tied to one game, if that makes any sense. Because as much as we all hate to admit it, all games eventually do fade in popularity. Even the most popular games of all time are not as popular as they once were. And Minecraft is still an incredibly popular game, don't get me wrong. And it's still an incredibly fun game and a game that I greatly enjoy, which is why it's not going anywhere on my channel. But at the same time, I don't want to tie everything about my channel to Minecraft. I don't want to just do Minecraft and just be a Minecraft channel. And I never wanted to just be a Minecraft channel. It's just kind of how it worked out last year. With all the things that kind of caught my interest and the friends that I made and the types of videos that became, it's just kind of how it worked out. It is what it is. But I definitely want to change that a little bit in 2016, not to get rid of Minecraft. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say that. But I am not getting rid of Minecraft. I just want to diversify. That's a great word. That's the perfect word. I want to diversify my channel a little bit and maybe show you guys some games that you haven't seen before. New things, wonderful things, games that look fun, games that are brand new and exciting and, all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing that I definitely want to do in 2016. The other thing is that I'm not going to go into detail as far as what real life stuff is going on for a lot of different reasons, but basically all you need to know is that there is some real life stuff going on in my life. It's nothing bad. It's just going to be stuff that is time consuming. Essentially, I got a new job. Is basically the best way to say it. And it is going to take up a lot of my time because over the last year, pretty much I have essentially been a full-time YouTuber. Not in such a way where I was making enough money to live off of YouTube, but just as far as number of hours worked, right? So the amount of hours that I was putting into my channel in 2015 was definitely what would be considered a full-time job, and I was still able to get by with my wife working and with me doing military stuff here and there and, all that kind of stuff. So, with the new job, basically, I'm not going to have as many hours free every day like I did last year. So, I'm still going to really try hard to do 2 videos a day. And I think that will be doable. It's going to be a challenge, but, you guys probably know by now that I do relish a challenge. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing if I can pull it off. I think I can. I think I'll manage, but I'm still planning to do 2 videos a day. But at the same time, if I do have to drop that to, say, 1 video a day or something like that, then that might have to happen because the real life stuff does take priority over any sort of YouTube obligation at this point. I am not in a position where I can, just do YouTube and survive off of that money alone. I am a grown man. I do have a wife to support and all that kind of stuff. I have bills to pay. I do have expenses, and if there's a real job, not to say that YouTube can't be a real job, but if there's a job that makes significantly more money than what I make on YouTube, that's kind of something that has to be a thing. That's just responsible living. That's part of growing up, unfortunately, is that sometimes you got to work and you got to survive, and sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do to, get by, instead of doing the things that you would love to do, like in my case, YouTube. So just kind of keep an eye on that. I'll keep you guys updated on what's what the situation, what the plans are. But I think it'll be fine. I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear like I usually do, and I think we'll get through it. We'll get through it together. But the channel's not going anywhere. There'll still be plenty of content, and I will work very, 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 very hard to make sure that we continue kind of down the path that we've been on over the last year. So I'm really excited about that. Also considering a couple new things. I'm thinking, I'm kind of toying around with the idea of doing kind of a mini series that's more of a YouTube tutorial series than a game, right? Because I know that there are some of you who have channels and things like that, and I highly recommend my buddy Alloy7's YouTube creator tips and tricks, which he did on Tuesday, but he recently decided to end that ongoing series on his channel. So I was kind of toying around with the idea of kind of picking up the torch for myself, if that makes any sense. Because I'm certainly not the biggest or the best on YouTube. I'm not, I don't know everything. I'm not the master of all things related to content creation or anything like that. But I do know some stuff. I know, I've been around the block a couple times. I know how to do SEO. I know what kind of equipment is good and what's bad. I know what type of editing software you'd want. I know how to get your name out there without, doing things that are considered rude or breaking any rules. I know all sorts of stuff that you might not know if you're just starting out. So I've been kind of toying around with the idea of doing that series. I haven't decided that I am or am not going to do it yet, but I would like to get your thoughts on that idea. I know some of you are content creators and you might get something useful out of that, but then I know that some of you are not. And I don't know if you guys would really enjoy a series like that. On the other hand, it might be kind of cool to see the kind of nitty-gritty behind-the-scenes type stuff that goes into managing a YouTube channel, like all the analytics and statistics and strategy and all that kind of cool stuff, because there is a lot of that. You might not realize it, but pretty much everything I do on YouTube, I do for a reason of some sort. Like, when I got rid of my intro, I used to have an actual intro that was basically like stamped onto the front of every video. And I ended up getting rid of it because a lot of people were just clicking away within that intro. And when I got rid of it, good things happened. People stuck around a little bit longer, just as far as the statistics go. So there's a reason for everything that happens on this channel and a lot of other channels for that matter. I learned a lot of things from good friends of mine who are more successful than I am, or at least so far anyway. They've been at it a little bit longer. I'll catch up to them eventually. But it's one of those things. Maybe I would be able to add some value. Maybe you'd be able to get something out of it. Maybe not. But I would love to hear your thoughts. And if that's a series that you might be interested in, or if that's a series that you just wouldn't really care about learning how to YouTube, But let me know about that. As far as other Minecraft stuff goes, there's a few new mod packs that I'm looking at. Drastic Demise, who created Banished and Hubris. He's coming out with a new pack very soon. In fact, it may even be out by the time this video is up. I'm actually recording this all the way back on Sunday because well, real life stuff. The wife and I are actually in the process of moving right now. So the next couple weeks for us is going to be a little bit hectic, but I am still determined to get my 2 videos a day out. And you know what? I totally just realized that I brought this roof up way higher than I wanted to. Oh, that was rather foolish of me. That was very foolish of me, in fact. That's okay. You are still good right where you're at. We need to bring this. Ooh. I just realized a flaw in my plan. This roof. Well, I suppose I could extend it. That might actually work out. Because we could do a roof like this. Oh, there's a ladder there. Thank goodness. Okay. So what we could actually do is bring these stairs along here and then just curve them out and around. That actually might look okay. But this definitely needs to come down a level. So let's go ahead and do that. And now I kind of lost my train of thought. I was talking about something. I think I was talking about... oh yes, the wife and I are moving. We are in the process of moving into a new house. We're excited, but it is going to be a lot of craziness, a lot of hectic stuff, lots of packing. I don't know if you guys have ever moved, especially if you've ever moved and been the one that's actually in charge of moving all your stuff. Like, it's one thing when you move and you're moving with your parents and they're taking care of most of the work, like actually, you know, getting the moving truck and all that kind of stuff, but it is a lot of stuff that goes into it. There are so many things that I still have to do. I mean, and on top of that, I'm trying to still do my 2 videos a day, and it's crazy. It's stressful. It's going to be a very long couple of weeks, and probably a lot of nights with very little sleep and a lot of coffee, but that's kind of the norm for me, so it is what it is. But I suppose, you know, worse things are, there are worse things. And I'm very much looking forward to moving into a new place. We haven't actually figured out exactly what house we're going to be moving into yet. Hoping to decide very soon, but I'm pretty dead set on having a nicer house than the one we're in right now. So I think it'll be a good change. I'd really like to move into a place where we can kind of, you know, have a nice area and kind of like grill out, and, you know, maybe if we really fall in love with the place, you know, maybe even raise a couple of kids and stuff like that. I mean, we're kind of at that age now where, you know, it wouldn't be something that I would necessarily be opposed to, is little mini Welsknights running around. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll decide on that. That's kind of something that we still need to think about and plan and all that kind of stuff. But I'm definitely looking forward to mini Welsknights someday. Probably not someday soon, but someday. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. And as for this episode, guys, I think I am pretty much out of time. We did get a significant portion of the walls done. We got the floor all in there. But more importantly, we got to talk about a lot of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. So guys, that is going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.